Hi everyone, welcome back to Isa Musa Poultry Farm. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, share and comment below. And if you are already following this channel, thank you for keeping up with me. And today we are going to discuss about waterfowl. This is the continuation of the previous episode that we started earlier, the introduction of poultry farming. And don't forget, if you do not watch the previous episode, you can easily go back and search Isa Musa Poultry Farming, Introduction to Poultry Farm episode 1. That the video is already there. So let's begin with this episode. Now, raising waterfowl is perhaps the most rewarding and enjoyable of all the poultry projects you might undertake. Waterfowl seem to have such a love for life. Their zeal and enthusiasm can make even the sternest individual crack a smile. Whether you are watching ducklings popping up and bobbing in a small pool of water, or geese protecting their territory with their sassy scolding nature, waterfowl are a joy to raise. Ducks and geese have been domesticated for many centuries. Each year, a growing percentage of the world population has never tasted goose. If people only knew what they were missing. Now, the number of people tasting duck meat for the first time has also grown. Waterfowl are also by far the best project choice for a poultry raising beginner. Ducks are the easiest and most forgiving of common beginner mistake. While they still need proper care, they are a bit hardier than other poultry. Even if you don't have your head perfectly adjusted, waterfowl will have a much better chance of survival than other poultries. They rapidly outgrow their developmental stages that require a deal care. The adult male of the duck is called drake, and the adult female is called duck or hen, and the young is called ducklings. The adult male of a goose is called gander, and the adult female is called goose or hen, and the young is called gosling. The first 2 to 3 weeks of their life, they must closely be supervised and maintained. But once having survived that period of their lives, they quickly become independent. There are many ducks breeds out there, and each has its own niche. Some are good for eggs, some for meat, some for both purposes, and some are just ornamental, depending on which niche you want to start. Once you decide what kind of hatchlings you want, it is time to seek out sources. Some sources are highly specialized, others offer a broad variety of species and breeds. After you receive your ducklings, start the brooding temperature at 32 to 35 and reduce it approximately 3 degrees centigrade each week until the brooder temperature is the same at the ambient temperature, or about 21 degree, whichever come first. The first 2 to 3 weeks of their lives, waterfowl, they must be closely monitored. Not to allow them to enter into water and be playing by themselves. Unless they are raised together with their mother, that is when you can allow them, the mother will take them into the water and she will be looking after them. A lot of farmers, a lot of young beginners for this kind of poultry project, they tend to allow their waterfowl to play into the water, maybe enough that they can be easily stay inside deep. So this way is actually not proper. So you must make sure you take a good caution not to allow them into the water unless they are about 3 to 4 weeks above or even above before you can give them water to enter. By then their sweat gland has already developed. But if they are together with their parent ducks, then it's okay. The mother will take care of them. But in case the mother is not available, maybe you raise them by hatchery, you hatch them on your own artificially. So you need to actually look after them very well and provide enough food and water for them. The water should be okay for them so that they can put their nostril. Waterfowl, they need to, when you provide water for them, the water should be deep enough so that they can put their nostril inside and kind of rinse it to avoid upper respiratory tract infection. This is the idea for about the feeding waterfowl. So there are a lot of varieties. There are a lot of varieties of this waterfowl. It depends on which one you want to focus in. There are a lot of varieties. Now I will start to mention you what types are available, and is it the meat type you want, or you want the dual purpose, the one that can lay eggs and at the same time provide you with the food, or you want the ones that are ornamental for ornamental purpose. So there are so many different varieties, and there are those that they are only good for the laying eggs. So if you are looking into this kind of farming, you're looking for egg production, then you can decide among the egg, the ones that are good for the egg production, which one you want to go through. So the idea is to source from your local farmers that are around your area to see whether they have the ones you are looking for. But if they do not have the ones you are looking for, that means it will be a big struggle for you. You have to look outside your own environment where people, where there are a lot of farmers raising this kind of waterfowl, this in the duck farming. So as I told you earlier, a lot of people have never tasted goose meat, and it's just because they really don't know what they are missing, because goose meat is one of the delicious meal one will ever try to test. And thank God, now a lot of people have started testing their duck meat. So this one is kind of becoming a bit more popular. So you see the way I handle it. Don't say maybe I strangled the neck. Actually, I didn't strangle the neck. I try to hold it because it's a bit tempered. So I have to kind of hold it a bit decent so that it should be comfortable. So you can see. Yeah. So as you can see, today we are discussing about the waterfowl. This is one of the best good project one can start with. But like for a beginner, you want to enter into poultry farming, but you are kind of thinking what part do you want to enter? You want to enter into laying broilers, layers for eggs, or you want to enter into like broiler, or maybe you want to enter into guinea fowl, or you want to enter into duck and geese. Basically, this project is one of the most forgiving projects for the early beginners of poultry farming. because for the duck farming, little errors that a beginner can come across, the duck farming is easier to forgive you for such little errors that you can make while you are into this kind of this waterfowl project. So as you can see today, we are talking about this waterfowl, and as I mentioned, the different species of this waterfowl, so you can decide which one you want to go through. If it is easier for you to get the eggs and find a broody hen to sit for you and hatch the ducklings, then it is okay. But if you think that getting the eggs will be a bit difficult for you, then one of the best method is to look for the ducklings or the goslings. Then you can start with them. You can get maybe 12 dozen of the ducklings, the male and the female. You mix them together, then you are good to start. And at the same time, I forgot to tell you also about this waterfowl. You must make sure you have a good housing where you will put them. Like maybe a little block like this. You can just decide to build something like this temporary, and there should be enough ventilation inside. And at the same time, there should be, if you are okay, you can build a pond for them where they can bath like this, just like as big as this. If you are okay, it's okay. But if you cannot have something as big as this, you can just decide maybe something like this bucket. You can get a bigger one. As you can see, you can get a bigger ones. They are even the bigger ones of this. You can maybe cut them and bury them inside the ground. Then you provide water for them. But one thing you should put in your mind is that when you are raising waterfowl, for their waterer, try to get them something big enough that they can dip in their bills, so that their nostril can enter and for them to be able to rinse it. That way, it will help them to kind of prevent this upper respiratory tract infection. So this is all about this episode. The episode for this that we're talking about waterfowl. I hope you guys will follow us through in the next episode, where we'll talk about the feeding process and what you need to give your ducks, and what kind of prevention and other things that you will give to your ducks, so that they can stay healthy and be productive for you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and comment below. I will appreciate your comment, and I will take my time as much as I can to respond each and individual comment you guys make. And at the same time, if you have any question, don't forget to put the question below. I will try as much as I can to respond to your questions. Thank you very much. See you in the next episode. Isa Musa, Poultry Farming.